We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, August 10. New Faces, Meet A.T. Jones. Though an army should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Psalm 27:3. Dead to the world and alive to thee, O my God. With those words and upraised hands, Sergeant Alonzo T. Jones arose from the watery baptismal grave in Walla Walla, Washington Territory, August 8, 1874. For weeks he had been earnestly seeking the Lord, and a few days earlier he had received bright evidence of sins forgiven. Charismatic, forceful, dramatic, handsome, and tending to extremes, Jones became a leading figure in Adventist circles during the 1890s. Jones was proud of his military past, and he claimed to military glory came from his participation in the Modoc War of Northern California, 1873, during which he asserts that he and his squad poured a hail of bullets toward the enemy in an effort to protect a wounded officer. The fearless Jones would spend the rest of his life pouring a hail of bullets at whichever target he perceived to be the enemy. His personality and confrontational style did much to antagonize his opponents. Ellen White would repeatedly warn him against his hard comments, but Jones found it almost impossible to distinguish between frankness and harshness. He made that point clear in 1901 when some challenged his candidacy for the presidency of the California Conference because his directness and plainness of speech hurt folks. Jones confessed to the charge, but, he noted, I cannot repent of it because it is simple Christianity. His abrasiveness did much to set the tone for the Minneapolis meetings when he blurted out to the delegation that he should not be held responsible for Uriah Smith's ignorance of certain historical points about Daniel 7. Having done his homework, Jones knew that he was correct and drove his point home. While such assertiveness toward a denominational patriarch did little for his cause, his fearless forcefulness undoubtedly aided him in the halls of the United States Congress and elsewhere as he fought against impending Sunday laws. Jones was a man who thrived in the heat of battle. But God used him mightily anyway. I find something important here for me. With all my faults, God can still use me and you. While it is true that He desires to change us, if we will let Him, He starts with us just where we are. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.